everyone, it's John from Lake Erie Chestnuts, and right here at the orchard. And if you remember last week I was talking about how we had a hard frost and the trees that are sticking out of the tubes seem to do okay, but I'm looking at the ones that are still in that microclimate of the tube, and we had an early spring. We're about 2 weeks ahead of time, and then we had 2 consecutive killing frosts, 28 degrees 2 nights in a row. We have had significant dieback, if not outright kill, of several dozen of our yearling trees. So I was going to show you what we got. You can see that this tree has significant death. These leaves right here were green this spring, and you can see right here this all but that little piece of the leaf has died. Another example of a frost damaged tree, but I think this one will make it. My worry is that if they have any susceptibility to blight, that will take them down. Now here you can see a tree that was sticking out of the tube and is showing basically no evidence of damage. And I think that's because it's out of the tube and wasn't having that microclimate, making it send out leaves a little too early. And so it was a little behind, and so those leaves are not damaged. Now, my debate is, if I'm doing an orchard, how do I keep the deer off the trees? I could fence the whole area, which I'm unwilling to do at this time. I hunt this area. Maybe someday I'll fence it, but I hate to fence off a large section of my trees. Maybe I'll have to do it to preserve harvest someday. But if I have the tubes, I can keep them from branching so much and get them to grow taller faster and get out of the tube in just a year and a half. The downside of that is that microclimate, if you get a late frost, it can really hurt the tree, if not kill it. So I guess the tubes are a plus minus. You could fence around the trees, individual fencing around each tree, but that makes a tree very bushy, and I'm looking for an orchard where I'll be able to easily maintain the floor of the orchard without having branches until about 6 feet. So I don't know if that's realistic or not, but that's what I'm trying to do. And I have about 150 trees that are 6 foot or taller, and none of those are damaged. So that's the debate. People ask me all the time what tubes I use, and did one work better than the other? Well, the planter killed some, and the Tree Pro killed some because of that frost. But if they're out of the tube, they both survived. So I think they're equal, and that's why I recommend the Tree Pro, because they're about 1/3 of the cost. You can see this one just growing great. And then we move to the next one. This one happens to be in a planter. It's a year older than the one I showed you before, so it should have some more reserves. And if you look down in there, you see frost damage on the leaf. I don't know if you can see that well or not, but at least it's surviving. So everything I read from the Michigan chestnut growers is they rebound pretty good. It's just whether you want good yields of blossoms. All depends on whether the terminal bud dies on each branch. So anyway, a little bit more long-winded than typical, but we've lost a couple dozen trees maybe. We'll see if they're able to push anything out from the roots and get me another tree growing, or if I'll have to plant some of the 60 or 70 seedlings I have from this year. I'm not looking to expand my orchard this year. I'm looking only to replace those that were killed. So maybe God's just give me a place to plant some extras. Alrighty, I hope you're having a great day. Hope your chestnuts are growing well. Post pictures. I like seeing that. Feel free to call, talk. I'm happy to talk about anything chestnut growing. I'm happy to learn. I don't know everything. I'm just here trying this out just like you guys. Hope you have a great day. Peace.